Alright, I'm David Jones, and I went to the workshop about intercultural conflict resolution through dialogue, and I went to the last one, so it wasn't really dialogue, it was more of, it was just a PowerPoint presentation, so we didn't really do any dialogue. But the thing, one of the things I want to address is why do you think dialogue is a component of Live 100? And dialogue is important for everyday life. It helps you like get through problems, all that kind of stuff. So Live 100 just kind of teaching you things like that, like things that'll help you in the future. And I think dialogue is something that will definitely help me in the future in business and anything I go into. It will be very helpful. And then the next thing is dialogue important at Clemson? And I think it is very important. You have to like talk to your professors about certain things. I mean, dialogue is literally talking, and you talk every day, and you like have conflicts every day, and you have to resolve them somehow, and you resolve them through dialogue. Normally, you wouldn't want to resolve them through fighting or anything, so doing it through dialogue is probably the best way to do it. I would say, I mean, there's a lot of times that you're going to use dialogue, not just, not just to get through conflicts, but there's many other things it'll get used for. But the next thing is, if we approach everything with empathy, which is like kind of understanding people, like understanding what they're going through, it would be hard to do, but if we approached everything with empathy, there would be no problems in the world because we would understand what everybody was going through, which is completely unrealistic, but if it could happen, there wouldn't be like any violence because everybody would understand everybody, like what everybody else was doing and why, so then we wouldn't have any problem with it. So I guess if everybody approached things with empathy, there would be like no problems at all. Alright, and then I kind of already talked about this a little bit, but is it possible to extend empathy to the entire human race? There's no way that you can do that, because you have like different beliefs, and like I would have a hard time understanding why like Indian people, for example, like some, like not all Indian people, but like how some of them, if the wife doesn't pay the dowry, they kill the wife. Like I don't understand why that would happen, but to them it's completely normal. And I think I would have a really hard time like understanding why they do that, and just things like that. I mean, I don't think it's possible to be empathetic for everything, even if you knew the circumstances. I don't think it's possible to extend the empathy to the entire human race. So I guess dialogue is just important for everyday life, and that's related to empathy because to get empathy you have to like talk, and you have to resolve problems, and empathy would be a way to solve problems. But like I said, I mean, empathy is hard to achieve, even with people that even like U.S. citizens, we have a hard time even being empathetic for them. So to the entire human race, I would think it would be impossible. Well, it is impossible, I think, but I mean, if we could do it, that would be amazing. But there's no way you can actually do that. But once again, I think dialogue is just very important for solving problems. It can be used in all kinds of circumstances. It's a lot better than resolving conflict through like violence and all that kind of stuff. But I thought the workshop was pretty helpful. I think if we had been able to actually like talk like all the other ones had done, I think it might have been even more helpful. But as it was helpful with just the PowerPoints and the videos we watched were very helpful as well. The video about like multiple stories, like knowing more stories than just one about a certain thing. I think that's kind of tied into empathy, because it gives you like an understanding of what you have the story about. But you definitely need more than just one story of a place. It's very important because, I mean, in every culture you have different like kinds of people. So I mean, you have every like class, and if you just know the story of one class, you think everybody's gonna be like that. But in reality, it's not like that at all. So yeah. Anyway, dialogue, very important. And yeah, I think that's it.